hanggang papunta ko sa Manila, na-expose ako sa ibang mga ideas. I don't think it is necessary to have an organic intellectual or a university to produce. Ang gagawin ng university kasi tertiary education yan eh. Meron ng pinagdaanan yan. Meron ng puhunan sa utak. Pagdating dito, yung conditions ng university, I think it's this atmosphere of academic freedom, the encouragement of free discussion, of research, and questions and debate. Yun ang mag-uubog kung anong magyayari sa isang tao. Saan siya tutungo? Pag makita niya yung dalawang panig, magde-decide siya. Saan siya titindig?
So, it is the individual's choice to make use of UP's offering of academic freedom. UP Cebu?
Wala namang pro-formang produkto yung UP.
Tatak UP eh. UP Cebu, Professor Phoebe Sanchez, may we have your question?
Yes, good afternoon. I have a question in relation to the proposition of Honorable Ocampo that it is necessary to relate in a sustained manner the activities of students to the problems and struggles of the masses, especially of the organized and revolutionary masses. Does the Honorable Representative imply that activism be considered or be made as an integral part of the UP curriculum? And what...
Well, indirectly, ang nangyayari naman dyan. I think, nagsinimulan ni Teodoro Gancillo yung depicting yung actual struggles of peoples. And up to the time, I remember in the 60s, yung mga literature na mga aktivista, ginagather niya yon. No? So, susulatin din niya yon. Tapos, yung kanyang mga texts, yung narration of the history and interpretation ng mga periods na yon, magiging point, reference, either textbook or reference material. Pero yung gagawin, well, that's up to the Board of Regents kung anong gusto nila. Kung gagawin isang formal curriculum.
So
pero
magkakaroon po
ang interpretation po ng yung pagre-relate, no? Hindi dapat mo sasabihin, i-formalize mo into ibig lang pinapakita na yung correlation may not necessarily be physical. Ang ibig sabihin, i-expand ng aktivista beyond the confines of the university yung ginagawa niya. Paano ba ito nakaugnay doon? Anong ginagawa rin sa labas? Aaramin niya. Either some opt to go there physically, instead of exposure, mabilis. Otherwise, pwede mong babasahin yan o may kukwento ng iba. So there are various ways. Indirectly, you don't have to be physically there.
Okay. So it's not activism in lieu of ROTC, ganon. Not a formal organization. UP Mindanao is now ready with a question. Professor Rainey Catherine Taya.
Maayong hapon. Maayong hapon. Here's a question from a UP Mindanao student of the College of Science and Math. It says, why are there instances of strong divergent or contrasting views among militants?
Contrasting views among militants. Contrasting views or divergent views among militants. Why does it happen?
Well, that should not be taken as negative. It should be taken as positive. Kasi yung the very ng pag-usbong ng militancy, yung tagisan ng mga ideya, no? Ang katotohanan ay nanggagaling in the debate, no? Kapag mawala yung debate among militants, mamamatay ang aktivismo. So don't be afraid. There are debates. It may your experiences, the debate in Samasa in the last decade, tapos nagkaroon ng permutation yan, nag-stand up UP. Produkto ng debate yan within an organization. Whether you judge it positive or not, kayo yung bahala ron. Pero yun, that is the logic, that is the dynamics of organizations, the dynamics of classing ideas, the synthesization of ideas, of learning, of knowledge, and in practice. Yun ang ano. Pwede pagdebate in theory, pagkatapos, pag na-practice na, pagdidebate yan, magkaiba yung kanilang karanasan, yayaman yan kapag tagtagisan yan, and then magkakasundo sila later. O kaya, maghiwalayan sila.
Ang tingin kasi, revolutionary path means riding the same bus. But you can ride another vehicle. Alright. UP Diliman, babalik tayo sa inyo. Question? Yes.
Carmelita Ruiz po of UNESCO. I'm thanking ma'am for considering me a student. I was considering in my thoughts a while ago, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. As I've been teaching peace education, I have taught revolution to mean a kind of change that emanates from the masses, from the lower, what people would consider lower in society, no? So can we say then that those in the labor force out there in the Middle East and other foreign countries are in their own way true revolutionaries?
Well, it is not mechanical na yung sa proletarian revolution ay sa mga manggagawa lamang.
Yeah.
Ang reference na yun yung isang ano yan, proletarian, yung workers, ano yun, yung sa pag-evolve ng system ng ekonomiya doon sa Europa, sa ubusbong yung tagisan, no, the class conflict of the capital and labor. Yung the necessity na para ma-defeat yung exploitative nature and dominant ano ng capital, yung idea na ang magre-redeem ng sarili niya ay yung manggagawa. Yun ang idea na gumagabay sa mga revolutionaryong aktivista. Ngayon, depende. Ngayon, kung ang ibig sabihin na yung maraming mga gawa nagpupunta abroad, hindi sila nagko-contribute dun sa development ng revolutionary ferment o hindi sila nagpa-participate sa revolution dito, hindi naman natin masasabing absolutely hindi. No? Yung pangyayari ng may OFWs ay usbong ng kondisyon dito. Yes. No? Na walang mga trabaho na may bibigay, kaya napipilitang umalis ang ating mga manggagawa. No? Well, they are a force na nakakabawas dun sa potential participants sa isang revolutionary struggle. Pero may mga pamilya rin ditong naiiwan yan at sa pagkaalam ko, maraming mga pamilyang overseas yung kamag-anak o mga anak ay involved sa revolutionary activities. So, I don't know whether may tutulog yung sinagot ko sa kanyang gustong malaman.
I think you were talking about two different, you're talking of proletarian revolution and she was talking of revolution as a dictionary definition, meaning change. So, another one from UP Diliman? Yes? Yes, the gentleman.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Abraham. I'm from the School of Library and Information Studies. What do you have to say about the opposition of several student activists to the administration's decision to include good academic standing to the list of requirements in running for positions in student council elections?
Given the fact that one of the core responsibilities of UP is to maintain academic excellence, the students must adhere to that. It doesn't mean if you want to democratize representation in the student organization, that even if poor ang grades, no? I think ang nangyayari dyan, pumapasok sa UP, dumadaan ka sa qualifying examination. So, the presumption is you can maintain your academic performance. It should have been an excuse kasi activist ka na hindi mo magagawa yung tungkulong bilang estudyante.
Ayan, sabi ni Casatur, hindi excuse ang activism para hindi pumasa. UP Iloilo, ready with your question? Professor Rosalie Hall again. May we have the question?
Professor Evelyn Aloba, faculty member from the Professional Education Department of the College and Arts and Sciences, will be asking the second question.
Good afternoon po. How is the present activism different from that of the first quarter storm?
Ganito kami noon, paano kayo ngayon? Ganyan ang tanong.
Yung wellspring ng activism, pareho lang. Pero yung conditions ay hindi absolutely parehos. No? Ang peculiar sa panahon ng 60s, merong worldwide upheaval noon. In fact, doon sa column ngayon ni Manuel Quezon III, binabanggit niya na late daw yung Pilipinas doon sa 2 years late daw bago nagkaroon ng FQS dito sa upheaval sa US and Europe, no? So isang factor 'yon. Lalo na yung Vietnam War at that time, worldwide protest anti-war movement, yung the emergence of the new liberated countries, isang worldwide ferment yan na nakatulong, no, doon sa paghuhubog dito ng revolutionary struggle. At particularly yung in the 60s, pagbawi yan doon sa panahon ng ng repression, ng conservatism even, na-affected ang UP doon. Kaya the time na yung UPSCA ay naging isang dominant na force dito, at naging bahagi ng mga debate. Pero yung global situation doon, hindi exactly kapantay ngayon, no? Merong war on Iraq na parang yung war on Vietnam. Binanggit ko kanina yon. Pero iba yung impact noon, lalo na sa mga kabataan kaysa sa ngayon, no? Pero palagay ko yung quality ng mga estudyante ay hindi naman magkakalayo doon sa mga estudyante. Hindi ko nga malaman ngayon kung gaano ka-rigorous yung kanila mga pag-aaral. Ang paghuhubog kasi ng mga aktivista noon, talagang aral ng aral, debate ng debate, yun ang hindi ko malaman kung how intensive now on the part of the estudyante sa present crop.
May reaction po from the floor? Yes?
I'm J. Paul Manzanilla, graduate student from the College of Arts and Letters. Gusto ko rin pong i-clarify yung statement ni Representative